guys, I'm Kathryn and I am here with a review for What It Takes by Kathryn Ascher. Now, full disclosure, I can't remember whether or not I got this on Amazon for free or if I got it from NetGalley for free for review. I really need to check into that. I will put it down here, whichever it is. So in February, I went to Costa Rica, and while I was on the plane, I finished one book and I needed to start another one, and I didn't feel like digging through my pack to find a physical book like I had brought to read, so I resorted to the Kindle, and I came across this one. It wasn't one that I remembered having, and, well, I mean, it just goes to show I can't remember how I got it, but the first page really got my attention, and so I just kept reading, and I'm really glad I did. So this book is about this very naive girl named Kelsey, and Kelsey at the beginning of the book is just finishing up her last year of college, only to find out that something has happened and her life is about to change forever. Needless to say, a lot of negativity comes from it, and yeah. Fast forward about 6 years, and Kelsey is starting to just make it as a movie star in Hollywood, and she has just landed her first big role with a really big name heartthrob actor as her co-star. Now, since Kelsey was really jilted from her experience her last year of college, she's really reluctant to get back into the dating scene, and with the reputation her co-star holds, she really does not want to do anything with him. Of course, this wouldn't be a romance if something didn't happen. And honestly, the romance in this book was done really well. It was really cute and it seemed really believable. It wasn't insta-love. If anything, it was, I might have sexual attraction to you, but I don't want to touch you in case you have herpes. In my opinion, what really made this book were the different relationships that Kelsey had. So her big ones, of course, are with her co-star Patrick, but also with her sister Janelle. Okay, I can't remember if her sister's name was Jeanette or Janelle. But anyway, with her sister, even with her sister's soon-to-be ex-husband. As well, you also see the relationship that Kelsey has with her other co-stars and with her niece and nephew, who she really, really, really loves. On the surface, this seems like just a really cute, kitschy little new adult romance that is great for a beach read. It is so much more than that, and I was really surprised. You have not only, of course, the romance, as slow going and slow burning as it is, it does take a lot of time to develop. There's also the additional storyline of Kelsey and her family and what's going on with them, and that, for me, is what really hooked me. You have the mystery of finding out exactly what happened in college. Of course, you know what happened in college, but it's finding out the aftermath and slowly finding out exactly everything that Kelsey had to go through after it up until the point that the book is taking place. There's also a lot going on with Kelsey's family as far as her sister and her brother-in-law and their kids, and it is just mind-blowing. Like, I know and I'm sure this actually does happen, and there were times where my heart was in my throat. I could not imagine what was going to happen next. I couldn't believe what was happening, and I was really nervous for our main character, Kelsey. This book only took me a couple days to read, and honestly, that was mostly just reading before I went to sleep and while I was sitting out in the shade on the beach. But a lot happened. It really kept me captivated, and I mean, it was awesome. I was really, really genuinely surprised, and in the best way possible. So this book is the first in the Rocky Creek series by Kathryn Ascher, and the second book is actually about Kelsey's sister. And after reading this one, I really, really would like to know what happens next for her, because her story was just so, so sweet and terrifying at the same time. Sadly, I'm going to have to wait until September for this one to come out. So in the meantime, I will just have to keep it on my back burner to remember to buy it, or at least check NetGalley for it, because that would be awesome if I could read it before the fall. I would definitely recommend this book to someone who's been tired with the standard layout that most romance books have taken lately. I really thought it was refreshing, the fact that the characters didn't just jump into bed with each other and there wasn't an instant type of relationship between them. You really saw both characters working towards it, and both of them had their own set of misgivings and fears that they had to work through in order for anything to work at all with anyone. I thought it was a really sweet read, and while at times it was nice and light and fluffy, it did also deal with some pretty deep stuff. And at times it was a little terrifying. The other bonus to this book is that it does give you a fictionalized, although I'm sure fairly accurate, account of what it might be like for an actress to be on stage. And I thought it was kind of hilarious how they did the sex scenes and stuff. But yeah, it was really well done. In short, I give this book 2 big thumbs up. I will recommend it to anyone who wants that perfect little romance that has more substance to it. And yeah, let me know if you're interested in reading it. I will put a link down below if I did find it on Amazon. And if it was on Amazon, I definitely didn't pay much for it, if anything at all. So go check it out. Until next time, guys, happy reading, and I'll see you then.